we're just looking at some photos of Bubber.
Oh, people like the photos.
Pardon?
People are calling me their strongest soldier for dealing with you guys.
You are. You are. We got in the car today at 1:57, and we can get to the office easily in 3 minutes.
You are our strongest soldier.
And Harrison said, coffee?
Wait, this is even going to prove the point. You're
And I
their
said,
strongest soldier or
no.
ours?
No, I'm the listener's strongest soldier.
She says what they think. Get it?
Because I said massa what?
Okay.
They were all thinking that.
Okay, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So here's the dynamic on my mind.
Okay.
I feel very weird. So like Austin is shut down over this snow situation, right? Like 3 days. We're recording Tuesday. Schools are shut down. So we had school shut down Monday, Tuesday, and then Sunday was a ghost town. Like we went and drove around, and like there was nobody on the roads. And, by the way, we, as in me and neighbor T, there was no baby was in the car, or Alex. Just so we're very clear on that. When I look at what's actually going on with these storms in Nashville, in New York, like Toronto, I think it's like an all-time high of snowfall. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I knew what you were saying last week.
Like, it just kind of feels like
we got like a light graze.
It was a nice day.
Yeah.
It was like, actually, the sun has been out.
Yeah.
I'm just confused.
It's like 45 degrees right now. It's not bad at all.
I'm
it's 49.
confused
I was
that
hot.
school is shut down at 45 degrees. What's going on?
It's because, did you grow up with buses?
Yeah, of course.
So the way that school always got canceled was if the buses couldn't make the neighborhood routes because there was still some ice on the ground, school is canceled. If buses can't go on the highway to get from the bus lot to the neighborhood, school is canceled.
And for us, it was like if kids have to walk to school, I don't know, there's potential here. I guess you're slipping on ice. But for us, it was like if it was under 10 degrees, you couldn't walk to school.
I made the purpose over the past 2 days, because the nanny share has been at the neighbor's house over the last 2 days, to wear shorts and a T-shirt when I walk to the nanny share, just to prove the point that it's nice out.
You're just proving the point that you're Canadian.
Our neighbor walked out. I was like, shorts and a T-shirt. I was like,
Bubber and I were fully bundled up. Like I was in a floor-length jacket and Harrison was in shorts and a T-shirt. We walked to the coffee shop. You're built different. Truly, you are built different.
Yeah, we had Bubber nice and bundled. She was hot. She was so bundled, she was hot.
Well, better hot than not. Ready? Let's start.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
We have a lot to chat.
I'm confused. By the way, okay, sure, we'll start. But I feel like this is a good parlay into things we should talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, are we going to say?
What, you want me to say the thing? Why don't you say it today?
Oh,
No, welcome everybody.
You're very good at it.
Do it.
Maybe Jules can.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Two Parents in a Podcast. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, proceed, H.
Snow day is very fun. I know everyone thinks it. They are the best. So I'm very supportive that we have had these snow days, even though I don't get why we had them. Like, snow days are the best.
Well, here's the thing. Snow days are the best for people that understand they're having a snow day. For example, like the sixth graders, the seventh graders, the eighth graders, nothing is better. And I don't know how they do it. Oh, I know how they do it, actually. These days, last night, they were emailing parents that school was closed. But it used to be you sat in front of your TV and you watched the names run across the bottom of the screen while the Weather Channel was on. And when your school went up there because it was closed, you immediately called your friends. You could have a sleepover. You could go sledding. It was exhilarating. But who school being canceled is hard on is when the kids are like 1. So they don't know that they had a school day. But the parents, I had a friend yesterday who's like, I had to call out of work because I stay home and then she can't go to school. And it's this whole compounding and it's not fun for the kid. It's just more on the parent, but the kid's not enjoying the day off because the kid doesn't really know they have the day off.
Bubber had a very nice day yesterday. I think Bubber has loved the snow. No?
Bubber loves the snow, but do you know what I'm saying? Of snow days are so fun at a certain age. But it's really funny right now with seeing most of our friends' kids are 3 and below.
Yeah.
who don't they understand that snow is fun, but they don't understand that like they get to sleep in tomorrow or something. Do you know what I mean? They don't get the
looking at
snow
the
day.
kids on our block. Like the kids on our block were like they are young.
Yeah.
And it seemed like even the young ones are really enjoying it.
Yesterday and today, what me and my girlfriends have been doing is we're calling it parent together. So we're going over to a friend's house at 4 because for them, school is canceled for all of them, or daycare is canceled for all of them, right?
Yes.
And so we're all going to somebody's house and just hanging out so the kids can play together, burn off steam, moms can like hang out. And that's been really fun. We're doing it again today. Because school or daycare was canceled again today. You know what I mean? Like the 1-year-olds, they don't know they didn't have school today.
Yes.
But all of my friends had to take off work or work from home. And so they're trying to like do a call and then like go do it's a lot. It's
For
hard.
sure.
It's a lot on the moms and the dads.
Totally.
Okay, so there used to be did you guys do this? So one thing I would do if I really wanted a snow day when I was growing up is I would just get water from the sink. I mean, totally ineffective. And I would go throw it in the street and be like, it's going to freeze overnight. That was a big one for us in
How many
Oklahoma.
times did you do that?
Every time. I mean, I used to just hope with everything in me that I would get a snow day. And I'll never forget, because sometimes they wouldn't announce it until like 5 or 6 a.m. when my parents would come in and say, hey, you can sleep in because it's a snow day. I cannot explain to you. It's the best feeling on the planet, especially if it was a Thursday or a Friday. Thursday meant you only had to go to school maybe on Friday. Friday, 3-day weekend, like best feeling. I can channel the feeling right now.
Yeah, one thing I really want to do with Bubber is create our own snow days. And so, like, let's say it's a Thursday, and like we would just want to plan a really fun day Friday, then go in and like we'll wake her up in a couple years on Friday morning and just be like, it's a snow day, and then give her the itinerary of what we're going to do of just like really fun activities.
Oh, but it's not a real snow day.
It's not make our own snow days. Maybe we'll call it something a little different.
I wonder if that will lose its luster though, because then like her friends are still at school.
Well, we'll coordinate with Winnie's parents, and Winnie will come.
Okay, so like some of her friends, and we'll do like
sure.
everyone misses school together. See, for me growing up, like you didn't miss school. That wasn't like a thing. So I think it's really cool that we're like, you can miss a Friday here and there.
As long as it's for productive reasons.
Totally. I'm with
if we
you.
go and plan a great day of learning and experiences in the outdoors, I love it.
Jules, what did you say that you guys would do the superstitious cause a snow day thing? A spoon under the pillow, pajamas on backwards.
Inside out and backwards.
Inside out and backwards.
And then you got to flush ice down the toilet.
Flush ice down the toilet, and that would cause a
Like
snow day.
if Bubber is flushing ice down the toilet,
She's getting a snow day.
to me, if you can tell she wants it, why leave it out to the external forces, and let's run with it.
Did you see somebody like this whole thing about what kind of snow is this?
No.
Did you see this, P? I got 2 videos. One guy went outside and he was like, what kind of snow is this? And he was scooping it in a bag and he was like, it doesn't stick to trees and it's not on power lines. It's just on the floor. And then I got another one with a girl. She had a snowball and she was lighting it on fire and it was like burning. Like the snow was burning.
What? In Austin?
Yeah, they're just like, what kind of, this is like fake snow. People were in the comments like, I've been telling you we've been getting fake snow for years.
I think the funniest thing is when I take Ginny outside, she's too light and it's not even leaving indentations in it because it's so frozen. It's been making me laugh out loud.
It's pretty cute.
The favorite thing I saw was the ice forming and people skating on the ice in Austin.
Oh yeah, your friend Dan actually had his ice skates on and was actually
Really?
His kid skating. Maybe with his approval, we'll put the video up.
I saw that slopes were open at UT and there was a kid on his skis. He was a good skier and he went down the thing and did a hop over like a box.
What slopes?
Well, it's just the sidewalk, honey. Not a real. They don't have slopes.
I thought slopes was like a park or a restaurant or something.
Oh, no. You guys, it's a new year, and one thing that's been getting a lot of attention is how more fiber and more protein is the way to go because it makes you feel full and it gives you energy. And here's the thing. When it comes to bread is not the enemy, especially when we're talking about hero bread, which will help you get better macros on go-to dishes like bagel sandwiches, avocado toast, tacos, and even planned meals like Taco Tuesday or Burger Night. Hero Bread, you guys, it is so yummy. They make tortillas, they make bread, they make buns, and they make bagels, okay? And this stuff is unbelievable. The best part about it is you'd never know it's 0 to 5 grams of net carbs and high fiber, especially from the texture. Sometimes there's this low-carb bread and it tastes like it's low-carb bread. Hero Bread doesn't. And if anyone would know, it's Harrison because he consumes this all day, every day. He is obsessed with Hero Bread. There's no compromise, it's just flavor. So this year, hit your goals without giving up your favorite bready dishes. Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code 2parents at checkout. That's 2parents at hero.co. We were talking about Jules was paid as a babysitter, remember, in alcohol.
Big alcohol discussion. I have a lot to say on alcohol right now, so let's hear this, yes.
So Jules, you were tell us the story.
Well, when I was, I don't know, age redacted, I think I was 17, 18, I would babysit for one of my coworkers at the restaurant that I worked with, and she would pay me in lime-a-ritas instead of money.
This will not be happening in our household.
No. Okay, so I was thinking about this because they're in...
Like, I'm actually very surprised she did that.
Me too. It feels like a huge liability.
Unless you lived in Montreal.
It just feels like a big
Cleveland.
liability. Okay.
Yeah, that's to me is it. Is one, like taking that liability on seems crazy. And two, like, I'm a rule follower.
Same. Would you now?
And like to be buying someone underage booze, like that is not. I ain't signing up for that, especially if it's with the person taking care of our child.
Well, she would give it to me after I was done caring for the kids. But the reason I had brought it up to you guys is I had told my mom, and my mom was like, "Why did you have to tell me that?" I'm like, "I'm 30 years old now. It's okay for me to tell you this." And I asked what your guys' opinion on that dynamic was, telling your parents things you used to do as a kid.
I think my parents are they are very in the know to everything I did as a kid. I don't think there's anything I could tell them that I did that hasn't already been communicated to them. That would be my guess.
I'm sure there is.
I had a very open communication with them around the good and the bad and the mistakes.
There's something, of course. Like, okay, I'm thinking of one thing I did that was so stupid, and it was ghostwriting. Have you guys ever heard of that?
Ghost ride the whip? When you get out of the car and let it go?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I ghost ride outside of John Lee's house.
I'll never forget this. We took my car and we heard, like, it got through the grapevine that, like, there's this thing called ghost riding, and you drive,
It didn't get through the grapevine, okay? I'm going to jump in and I'm going to call what happened. E40 had a song.
Oh, I remember the song.
Like, it would say "Ghost Ride the Whip," and when that part when that part of the song would go on, that's when you were supposed to get out of the car and Ghost Ride the Whip, and so that's why we did it.
You're right.
Can we play the song, or that would
No.
Okay.
So you go on a
Took
slight
everything in me to not sing it because, like, it is an awesome song.
and you go on a slight downhill incline. Okay, you drive your car. When this part comes on, you put the car neutral. The driver gets out of the car, and everybody stands on the side of the car.
And you dance.
It is so dumb. Looking back
ghost
on it,
ride
I'm
the
like,
whip.
what were we thinking? And then you're supposed to jump off the car and run beside it.
No, you're supposed to get on the hood of the car.
I jumped off, and I remember falling so hard. I was like, I probably had a concussion. It gives me the chills thinking about it. And I just remember thinking back on it and being like, what were we thinking?
Having fun.
We were having a blast, and like we did it in it was a gated area. We did it. We got into our school and did it, and like everything was fine. But I'm like, that's crazy.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, ghostwriting. I do, but one thing. Okay, I want to go back to this. I want people to comment the craziest thing they've been paid for babysitting somebody's kid that's not money.
Interesting.
Also, I forgot this off the top. Send this. As my push present, please send this episode to a friend who would enjoy it and subscribe to the podcast. Please.
Have you been paid in anything besides money to babysit?
Always money. I'm trying to think. No, I always would just want the money. I can't imagine.
I never
Great,
babysat.
easy way to get alcohol.
I'm just like, okay, so there's this thing. You guys call it a boot in Canada.
Like when you ask someone to go get your booze?
When you're underage and you go in line and you ask like, hey, will you just buy this for me? And I was thinking I would never buy it for somebody. And now I feel very adult saying that, but like, no.
I don't think I've ever bought someone underage booze.
Me either, but I definitely have when I was like 23. For sure, I would buy it for like.
But I guess it was just never like getting alcohol in Canada was never a problem.
Yeah. But your liquor stores are closed on Sundays, as are they in Oklahoma.
Are they?
Yes. Well, I don't know if they still are, but they
And
used to
Ohio.
be. And Ohio?
Yeah.
And here. Yeah, and here. You can only buy. Well, here has a weird law where you can't order a beer at the airport before noon unless you get food. Remember
they're
that?
all so weird. When I moved to Chicago and like in Illinois, they sell liquor like in Target.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
But like
yeah.
in Ohio, they only sell it in state licensed liquor stores. I don't
Right.
know about Oklahoma. I don't know.
We're the same way in Oklahoma.
It's wild.
And it was a big discussion. Okay, I'm gonna pivot us off of the alcohol snow talk to sort of like a child update, the tater totski.
Okay. I feel like we have more to talk about on alcohol, and maybe the other side of it would be not drinking.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Because that's a big theme right now.
Yes, it is. Because why? Because of January, you mean, or because I'm pregnant, or?
Because of dry Jan, I've definitely taken a bit of time off drinking. And I actually saw a really funny sign that I want to show. It's an El Arroyo sign, and it says, also, so there's this Mexican restaurant by our house that always just has the most creative signs, and they had, "All support your dry January by drinking for you."
I didn't think, what is so creative about that?
I thought it was funny.
Oh.
I drove by and it made me chuckle. I mean, Pete chuckled.
Well,
Is that not funny? I thought it was a funny sign.
El Arroyo has such good signs. They have a coffee table book about it.
Yeah.
So those signs are kind of iconic and very Instagrammable.
I hate to do this. I really hate to do this.
I'm sure.
It kills. It kills me. The sign game is here and the food game is here.
I can't believe you
kills me.
did that.
It kills me.
I love El Arroyo.
I
Do
can't
you?
believe you did that.
Do you?
yeah.
I do too.
Okay, so do I need to reconsider? Did I just have like a bad batch or something?
Yeah, a batch of what?
I don't know. The stars aren't great. Like, should I? We haven't been getting our food from there. Should we?
I mean, it's just Tex-Mex.
Yeah,
like,
it's really good Tex-Mex.
But like, how do you compare it to Matt's?
Hold
Because
on.
like we love Matt's and Polvo's.
it's just like closer to you.
But that's why I've been making the extra
Redact.
effort to Polvo's for, like, we've been doing Polvo's pickup.
Just can you give it one more try?
I am, yes, of 100%. I'm really happy that I'm wrong on this.
I don't know. I don't choose Tex-Mex like ever, but I like El Arroyo for what it's worth.
I like it too. Like
Yeah.
just fine. Just fine. I quite like it, I would say.
Okay, I'm going to reconsider.
Yeah,
I'm really
let's-
glad I said that.
Yeah, let's give it a reconsider.
Okay.
Okay, anything else you'd like to say on the dry January no drinking thought?
I don't know. I just feel dialed in right now. That's it. I just feel dialed in.
Well, that was your goal though this weekend, was like we needed to have a really productive time around the house, and we did.
That's it.
I think that Sunday was really exciting for you because like you had gotten so much stuff done.
Yeah.
You weren't social.
Yep.
You took a hit in the fun category, but you upticked in the productive category.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the concept of asking people why they're not drinking or no?
Sure. What
Okay.
about it? Well, I ran into somebody that said they haven't drank in a year. And he said, I haven't drank in a year, but maybe I will eventually. And I think a lot of times we don't ask that person, why don't you drink? And there's no reason to not. And so I just said, well, why don't you drink? And I've known this person for a while and I've just never asked. And he just said, I just gave it up for a week one time and kept going. Don't really think about it. And I was like, awesome. Like, I don't know why sometimes I guess we shy away from the
I guess the
combo.
point is like, I don't ask people why they don't drink. And it kind of opened up this dynamic of like, do you ask?
I think you can, as a non-drinker, I think you can ask.
Because here's why I don't ask, okay? I don't ask for 3 reasons, maybe 4. The first is I like to drink and you're not drinking. And so there's a very reasonable chance that you're going to say something negative about it, right? You're going to say you don't like to drink, or you're going to talk about the negative health benefits. And like, I get the negative health benefits of drinking, but I'm choosing to do it. And so like, I choose to not like have that high friction conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. The other reason why I wouldn't ask people is because like, if they had a problem with drinking, like an addiction problem, I wouldn't want them to feel uncomfortable about it.
Okay.
And I guess I kind of mixed 1 and 2, and then that would be the third. So I don't ask reason 1 because if they're not drinking for the health benefits, that's probably not a conversation I want to have when I'm drinking. Number 2 is if they just don't like it, it's something I do like. And then number 3 is if they do have a addiction issues to alcohol, like I'm not sure they'd want to talk about that.
Yeah.
And if they just, I don't know.
I think sometimes though, so I think if they offer up, oh, I don't drink, like I think you can tell a lot by the way they say that they don't drink. But I like to ask because sometimes they're training for a marathon, or sometimes like you just never know. And I find a lot of times asking, I don't think a lot of people ask those people.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that I think a lot of the time people don't ask. I'm just kind of assessing the trade-off between asking and the friction that comes from asking and potentially the awkward conversation versus like the interesting, versus an interesting talking point, versus interesting talking points which may come out of it. What were you going to say, Jules?
But I think you're saying the friction that would come from like asking in the moment, like while you're drinking and the person's drinking like Diet Coke or water or whatever. No?
Yes. Yes, she's right. On a coffee date, if somebody... Jules is correct here. What I was about to say...
I'm fully talking about asking while I'm drinking.
Hold on. One thing I wanted to say, too, about you and these high-friction conversations, it has more to do with you than them. So that's something you should note. But the second... Because for them, it's not high-friction. But the second thing is, if you were at coffee... Jules is correct on this. If you were at a coffee date and somebody said, I don't drink... You'd be like, why? Tell me. You would be so curious.
Well, here's the funny piece to it. Okay, to now completely flip the script. When I am catching up with someone over coffee, I'll typically always bring up alcohol to get a feel for where they stand on it.
Yeah, and then I think if they say, "Oh,
so
I don't drink,"
when I'm like, I was just with Hugh the other day, and I asked, I was like, so where are you at on drinking right now? How often are you drinking? Like, I love to ask that question. And some people will, have been like, haven't drank for 18, 24 months. Versus others are like, I'm drinking 3, 4, 5 times a week right now.
I think for me, it mostly comes up, people will be like, oh, do you want to go to happy hour? I'm like, sure, but I don't drink. If you're fine to go to happy hour with someone that doesn't drink, I'm down to go. But people don't like to like sit one-on-one and like they get a happy hour drink while you don't drink. But like in a group setting, it's totally fine. But that's typically how it comes up for me, is people ask me out to drinks.
So I love this thought of, would you go to happy hour with somebody that doesn't drink, and would you order 2 glasses of wine throughout the course of an hour while they drank a Diet Coke? Is that a dynamic that you're comfortable with or not? I'm
totally comfortable with it, but I do want the heads up, because
I agree. I would like the heads up.
That way I can decide going into it, like, am I gonna go non-alc or Diet Coke, or like, am I cool drinking by myself?
So I would probably actually opt to not drink, and then I would also suggest, like, why are we going to happy hour? Let's go on a walk.
That's what I mostly do. I mostly go on walks and get coffee with people, or if I'm hanging out with them for the first time.
Because even being pregnant, like, I find sometimes these bar scenes, like I went with you guys, some football game was on and there was a bar by our house and like a bunch of our friends went. And like, I was great for the first 30 minutes because I was chatting with people. And then when the 30-minute mark hit, I was like, I'm happy to walk home, because like people are like starting to repeat their sentences.
Yeah.
Like, this, I'm not enjoying this, but like, you guys have fun, and like, I'm out.
Mm-hmm. No,
and so I really understand that. I understand like there's a time and a place.
I think for me, it's just like once it hits like 12, then I'll just go. But I had fun from 8 to 12.
Yeah, I had a great time. Like, lunch was so fun with everybody. 30 minutes at the bar, and then boom.
Yeah.
See ya.
But I mean, I would
a
say
burger to go.
our nights typically end
Well, yeah.
at 10.
I mean, my nights end at 7, but yeah.
But in a non-pregnant world, like I don't recall, like we're rarely, if ever, out past 10.
We have different situations.
Let me tell you what's not waking you up every morning at 5:30 or 6.
Yeah.
Bubs.
The little girl that wants to get awake. Now let's talk about Bubs for a moment.
Okay.
What we started doing 2 new things with the Bubberator, who yesterday, whenever I was with all my girlfriends, who I'm like close with, I was like, salad. And they were like, what? And I was like, oh my gosh. Tate's name has become salad for us a lot because our neighbor T started calling her tater salad, like potato salad. So he's always calling her tater salad, which I then shortened to salad. And like she looks like she knows it's one of her nicknames. She'll answer to Bubber, Tate, and then she'll answer to salad, and it's the cutest thing ever.
Tate is definitely is what she's most responsive to.
Yeah, Tate. Like she knows her name is Tate.
People were asking where you guys got Bubber from.
That was you, Bubs, and then it became Bubber. Where'd you get that? So I don't know if everybody knows what we call each other, but it's Bubber is Tate, Harrison is Dutter, which is Dada, but he's like, oh, Dutters, and then I'm Mummers. And all of these came, and I think every family has their own like little language. Like we can communicate a full sentence. We could be like, oh, Bubber's night-night bear. She's going to go leapies. And like that means she's going to go to sleep.
I'm also, ta-da!
Dada. Oh, Dada.
Ta-da!
Da-da. Yeah. But so we have this,
And then she goes,
like the you.
we're being those parents.
Mummers, like the you and mummers and the you and dutters. And then the ERS is big for our family.
Yes.
Leapers, ERS. We add an ERS on the bottom or the back of everything. We call Winnie winners, winter bears.
Winnie bears.
Everyone's a bear.
Oh, bears are huge right now.
Yeah. Harrison calls everybody something bears.
Bears
Ginny
are
bears. Jules' dog is Ginny. Ginny bears. So, yeah. Anyways, that's kind of a little window into the language that we speak. But
Tate is the only bear. Everyone else is their name than a bear. Tate's just like bear.
bear, little bear, Bubber bear. But anyways, we're Bubbers, Mummers, and Dutters. And everybody has a language for their family, and I would like to know the nicknames.
I
think
didn't
it's cute.
even clue into that. Like obviously I did, but like that was our language. I thought that was like kind of just how it's done.
No, everyone has a language, I think. For all the parents out there with teenagers, we know you're already trying to keep a million different things in check because being a parent is chaotic, although rewarding. And here's the thing, Cash App is here to help you make sure your teens' money and their spending isn't adding to the craziness. In fact, it's making it more simple. Cash App is designed to meet teens from ages 13 to 17 where they are with intuitive educational tools. Available through sponsorship by an eligible parent or guardian, teens gain access to a personalized Cash App card that comes in different colors and patterns to fit their style because that is so important for kids, and the ability to instantly access money from family and friends. Cash App makes managing money feel easier and honestly just cooler than any of the other options out there. The platform has tools that can help teens develop real-world financial habits in a space that's safe and easy to navigate, all with your oversight and approval. So if your teen's getting their first job, Cash App can get them access to their paychecks up to 2 days early and can help them achieve personalized savings goals that they can set themselves all within the app. It's honestly like this is such a cool thing because money literacy is something that is so important, especially for teens, and you got to learn early. Skip the stress and give your teens a way to learn financial responsibility with no hidden fees. Download Cash App and get started today. For a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use code FAMILY10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Direct deposit and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosure. Okay, so anyways, speaking of Bubbers, what we're doing with her is we're shortening her nap time from 2 hours to an hour and a half because she's a good sleeper. She goes to bed. We went over her 6-minute bedtime routine, okay? And then we started talking about how the importance of her going to bed at 7 is. Then we realized she wakes up at around 6:20 exclusively. But
There's a 40-minute swing to it.
yes, but this weekend she napped twice for an hour and a half, and she slept until 7. So we were like, maybe we should shorten her naps in the middle of the day to an hour and a half, so she'll sleep until 7. So we're trying that now. What time did she get up today?
6:40.
Okay. And we capped her nap. I told Maria yesterday, and we capped her nap to an hour and a half. When I tell you, you guys, Harrison, somebody asked me this in my question box the other day, like, how are you doing being pregnant with a toddler? Like, I have to give Harrison his flowers. Every morning now he gets Tate. And it is like the best thing on the planet because truly I'm sleeping like 11, 12 hours right now. If I don't, I have to take a midday nap. Like you doing this every morning has been the best thing ever. So thank you.
I mean, it is the least I can do given what you're doing.
I was so passed out this morning.
No thank you needed.
I wanted to wake up and say thank you for getting her. I couldn't even. I remember being like, open your eyes. Oh, and I couldn't get them open.
Yeah, I like to me, it's not even a conversation. It's so clear when you need your rest and when I need to be grabbing her. So it's like you're doing so much more than me. It's a complete non-event.
Well, the problem is, and I think a lot of pregnant people will get this, I'll be really tired. So I'll get in bed around 8 or 9, but then my restless leg starts. And then like the insomnia kicks in. So you don't really go to bed till 1. And then you're in just like a deep coma sleep.
Someone commented something for you to try for your restless leg.
Like, what is it?
1 second.
I'm in. Restless leg kills me when I'm pregnant.
I think Diet Cokes kill you with it.
No, the other day, nobody come at me for the caffeine intake here. I had 2. We went to Sonic, and then I had another Diet Coke. I had no restless leg. But although I know that it does not help to have caffeine. I know it doesn't help.
The 8 Sheep organic sleepy lotion.
Oh, a topical.
A topical organic sleepy body lotion.
A topical. I used to put a topical on my hair. And I switched to a pill.
What?
Yeah, to make your hair grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your hair growth.
Okay.
I'll try it. I'll try anything. Somebody else commented something about cutting off the circulation with rubber bands.
That doesn't sound very healthy.
Okay, but now that I'm thinking about it, guess what else?
What?
The night that I had 2 Diet Cokes, guess what the other thing I did?
What?
Remember I got in bed and I put my legs up?
Interesting.
And I cut off because they were so swollen. I was like draining them. I did that for 20 minutes. Maybe there's a circulation thing.
You should get one of those pillows.
What pillow?
Like a wedge pillow.
I have that.
Oh. I've never had restless leg. I'm making
We don't
things
have a
up.
wedge pillow.
I create one though. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a real wedge pillow, but I do build a wedge every night.
Well, I'll send you this link.
Okay, send me the link. If anybody has any restless leg tips don't tell me to take magnesium and don't tell me to cut out caffeine because I realistically have tried the magnesium. It doesn't really help. I'm not a candidate for cutting out caffeine. And I know Unisom doesn't help and I don't take Unisom. So that's the best I've got. But if you have anything crazy, sometimes I put a heating pad. If it gets really bad, I put a heating pad on top of my legs and I'll pile pillows up so it's weighted on there. And then I can finally fall asleep. But it's in the second. So whenever I didn't have Tate, like leading up to having her, my restless leg was so bad. But the minute I had her, my restless leg got a lot better. Also, this is what I've been thinking about. Differences in my pregnancy with a girl versus a boy. You ready?
Yes, let's hear.
Okay. When I was pregnant with the girl, my skin had bumps all over it and it was like itchy.
Yeah.
My skin with the boy is truly so soft.
It is very soft.
Like
I don't remember being bumpy, but it is very soft right now.
My arms, it's crazy. And then with a girl, I wanted salt. I wanted french fries. I wanted burgers. With a boy, I have a big sweet tooth. I'm big into frozen grapes dipped in chocolate.
Yes.
Every time I eat any meal, I need to have something sweet afterwards.
Okay, interesting observation.
So that's been interesting. With a girl, I could not remember anything. I would meet somebody and I would forget their name, and that's very rare for me. So pregnancy brain was really, really bad. With a boy, I would say it's 50% less.
Okay.
I'm 10 times more fatigued with the boy than I was the girl.
Okay.
Like I'm taking naps with a boy, which is kind of crazy.
Okay, I'm going to do my observation when you're done.
Okay. And then with a girl, I was sicker the whole entire time, right? Like I was sick for all 9 months. But with a boy, I was sick for 4 months, but the sick that I was for 4 months was far worse. It was more intense, but now I'm not as sick.
That's what I was gonna add. Is it felt like with Tate over that whole 9 months, like pretty much once a day, you like would have like a massive like you get super nauseous and have to sit down, and like that really did stop after those 4 months. And even now it feels like it's tiredness. It's like you're not talking about being nauseous.
No, I'm just exhausted.
And like in the third trimester and the second trimester, I remember you were always nauseous. Like when we were in Mallorca, you were like, you would just get so nauseous.
Yeah. And that was third trimester with Tate. I remember
It's just so, it's like these effects are
they're crazy.
wild.
The girl versus the boy, though, and I remember girl too, I was way more emotional than I am with the boy. Boy, I'm a little bit like less emotional. And there was something else that I had thought of. Oh, girl, my hair was a lot, the texture of my hair changed. And with boy, I'm noticing a little bit more hair loss, but my texture's not changing.
You sure that's not my hair?
Yeah, it's not your hair.
And the pillow? And the food?
I'm positive because I know when it's your hair. It's short and it's dark.
I
know
a
when
lot
it's
of trouble.
mine.
There was hair in the food the other night.
There was two. I found 2 hairs in it. So I had it at that. I had to say something because you're the chef. So I didn't want to say anything.
I was wearing a hat.
And then I didn't say
wearing a
anything
hat.
round 1 and round 2. I was like, you got to do something with your hair. Maybe we'll get you a hairnet.
I was wearing a hat.
I would like to give you kudos about one thing.
Let's hear. You need the kudos. You're the one doing all the heavy lifting.
You said you wanted to get into cookbooks.
Yes.
And my classic overconsumer over here, we do have like 4 new cookbooks
No,
on
we
the
have
counter.
2. We have 2.
Okay, but you're using
Number
them.
1 is Alice in Romans, which I said, and then number 2 was a recommendation from the DMs, and it's like things to cook when you don't feel like cooking, I believe is the name, and it'll tell you like these are dishes to cook in an hour, these are dishes to cook in 30 minutes. Like I love a nice like low and slow beef short rib like we did over the weekend, but I also now I'm excited to have like shorter options because like with you, as we've said time and time again, like you're okay just throwing the ground turkey in the pan and tossing an egg in there and dumping corn and marinara sauce. And like to me,
That's what I had last night for dinner.
You probably have that
It's delicious.
50% of the time. Like
I love it.
I need a little bit. I need a little bit more. So that way
You need a lot more, Harrison. You are a flavor, and I love the way you cook because your meals are better.
But you don't want to wait, and so I need stuff that I can say will be ready in 30 minutes, and you'll be like, okay, great. Versus be like, yeah, it's going to be ready in 4 hours, and you're like, well, I need to eat now, and then I like eating together.
I love eating together. I love eating together. But you made a chickpea egg bison breakfast situation.
It was elk, chickpea, tomatoes, and eggs.
It was fun. It was
Salt,
phenomenal.
pepper, oregano.
And then you did 6-hour short rib.
I did a good 6-hour short rib. Turned it into a sandwich. Relax, Jules, relax.
Because our neighbor brought us sourdough bread, fresh sourdough bread. Here's where I'm mad about this, though. When people move into the neighborhood, they're not supposed to bring us gifts. We're supposed to bring them gifts.
It was a miss. It falls on me. You're pregnant.
But here's the thing. She lives on the street behind us. So I felt as though maybe I had a little bit of a pass there, but now I got to take her something.
Diagonally from ours.
And what do you want our gift to be? Because we've got our gift for holidays dialed in, and it's monogrammed cups. And I know people don't get it, but I get it, and I love it, and that's what we're doing.
I was thinking, I want to bring people flock chicken sticks.
When they move in.
Yeah. No, not when they move in. I just want to, I want to bring them to the neighborhood. I want the neighborhood to try them.
Okay, that we can do. We can actually, that's a great thing for us to do. And I just,
A flock basket?
Just say, here's my flock chicken stick with me because it's like elite. Like it is a phenomenal chicken stick. I have another one in my bag.
Smashing them.
Yeah, really good job there. I'm down to drop those off at the neighborhood, but what do you want to give people when they move in?
You know what I'd love to do?
What?
I would love to make a cookbook of our favorite dishes and I'd love to give people a cookbook of our favorite dishes.
Okay, I was ready to dog that idea because I was thinking that we're never going to actually do. That's a really good idea.
I have an idea.
Ooh,
You
so Jules
should
didn't like that.
No, I'm building. You should collect a favorite recipe from each house on the block and like label it. We did this in grade school where like you would bring one in and then like the teacher would like bind it together. That would be a good gift.
That's a great gift.
And
then it's like from the whole block.
Yeah.
Love it.
And like you just have to do like a reversioning like once a year or something.
So like if we lived on, I'm drinking Liquid Death. If we lived on Liquid Death Avenue, we would call it the Liquid Death Book. Like that's really cool. Love it.
Perfect.
Ever wonder why your prenatal vitamins stay the same when your body is changing so much during pregnancy? Well, Parallel is the first OBGYN founded vitamin company. Each daily pack contains a comprehensive vitamin routine for your exact stage, trimester-specific formulas that change with you from the first, second, and third trimesters. And here's the best thing, you guys. They come in these little packets. So if you're traveling, if you're running out the door and you're like, I need to take my prenatal or I need to take my vitamins, you don't have to take the whole bottle with you. All you have to do is grab your pack for that day. Their vitamin packs are stage-specific, so they even have a conception support pack to prepare your body for pregnancy, you guys, which is so cool because your body changes so much throughout pregnancy that really your vitamins should too. Exclusive for our listeners, new customers can enjoy 20% off their first order with code 2PARENTS. Visit parallelhealth.com. That's PERELELHEALTH.com. The other thing I want to do is a progressive dinner on our block where I just send out a flyer to everybody and I say, text me if you want to have a meal at your house, right? And so it's on a Saturday and we start at 10 somewhere and we progress down the block because I want to see the inside of everybody's houses. So I think that would be a really fun thing to do. But we can't do it till all of our furniture arrives. The couch, shipped.
I got to give Anthropology a lot of credit here, okay?
Okay.
They are the rare case. What they put on their website in terms of ship times, this is now our third or fourth experience where it arrives in half the time of what they say online.
And I like that. I like a oversell, underdeliver. Undersell, overdeliver. I love that.
Yeah.
Tell me it's going to be 5 weeks and deliver it in 2.5. I'll be thrilled.
It is so smart.
I know, but we need to order our dining room table, Harrison. Because we don't want we don't want the banquet to arrive and us not have the table.
Okay, I think this is like a Jules area where she'll thrive. Like
okay.
Her design. Jules has
needs
an
to be
amazing
dark wood,
feel for
Jules.
design, and I'm lost on this table.
Okay.
And Alex has done such a great job on the input of all the spaces, but you're bowing out of this, and I need a partner on it.
We need a really cool dark wood. It like has
But
a lot.
I don't
of
even know if
to
it's
it.
going to be dark wood. That's the problem. I'm torn.
Okay, and it needs to be wider than your average dining room table too. Like
I kind of think some iron on it because like we have the iron beams that run through the kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Okay,
this.
I need to see everything else, but right now I'm obsessed with Butcher Block. Well, your counters are Butcher Block. I'm obsessed with Butcher Block right now.
So I think Butcher Block may be perfect. I actually think it may be perfect.
I think it's perfect for kids.
I think it's perfect.
Oh, we do have that coming up. Big time kids. Like where they're going to be able to sit and eat. Oh.
And you can do the iron underneath. It's perfect.
But maybe it might be too much with your counters.
But I do think eventually we're going to redo those counters.
Oh.
I have a purchase that we did for Tate. And I have purchased I can't believe I didn't have one, a step stool for the kitchen because it's always uppies in the kitchen. She wants to see, she wants to shake the salt, she wants to add cinnamon to the thing. She holds the flippers with us now. And yesterday at my friend Emma's house, she had 2 stools and all the kids were standing on them. And all the moms were like, how do you not have a stool? And I was like, I don't know. So, honey.
Well, you're freaking me out here. Thank you very much for ordering it, but what does it look like?
It's blue. It's sage green.
How is it going to... We're doing a lot of design work here. Is it going to work with the design work?
Yeah, it matches the couch. I thought about it. I had 4 color options. Yes. But the main thing here is, it doesn't even matter how it looked. Bubber loved it yesterday. Like she felt like she was part of the party.
Yeah, amazing purchase.
And we're always having to we set her on the counter and we don't leave the counter. We stand right there with her. But then like you can't go to the fridge or you got to take her with you.
Yeah.
And so this I'm very excited about. And then there is one thing that's looming on my mind now because A lot of kids love the toy kitchen sets. And there was one yesterday, and she was over there the whole time filling up fake water cups. And I know that she's into cooking right now. Like, she sees the spatulas. So I don't know if we're going to get her one of those, but it would be.
The good news here is, as we're redoing the playroom, that one wall is fair game. So we've got 101 1/8 inches of wall to design, or to like for kind of toy space, slides, et cetera, et cetera.
The art for the game room has shipped. So we do need to. This is what I used to do for Jennifer Welch Designs. We would order a whole house, and then you would track it as it arrived, and it was so fun. Like, we'd be like, the couch arrived, and like you mark it, and then like you do an install all at once, and like you have to track the whole entire house of furniture. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. Okay, hard left turn here back to the other thing I wanted to discuss about Bubbers nighttime. We have number one, we're capping her nap to an hour and a half. Number two, she has started a new thing in the middle of the night where she unzips her sleep sack. And turns out that's very common. And the reason I think she's unzipping her sleep sack is on one of her busy boards, there's a zipper, and we've been practicing zippers. So like if I'm wearing a jacket, she's unzipping it. So in the middle of the night, she's playing a game and she's unzipping her sleep sack and she's taking it off. So people said to either turn it around backwards, or my friend Trinian DM'd me and she was like, or inside out works really well for us.
Yeah, I like inside out way more than turning it backwards, because turning it backwards, I worried about like how it hit, how it'd feel on her neck. So we unzipped it a little. Yeah, I haven't digested why I think she's taking it off, because I don't have a good feeling.
But there's no question that we are in a zipper phase. Like, she's trying to unzip everything right now. I think she learned that what a zipper was.
I think when she does it in the middle of the night, it's definitely like the zipper thing, but she's only done it in the middle of the night once. The other time she did it in the morning when she got up. And so to me, that was her being like, it's like when I go and wake her up in the morning, like when I put her to bed, she loves when I put the sleep sack on.
Yeah. It's night
and she like goes into it. But in the mornings, she pulls at it. So I think because it reflects, like it is the symbol of sleep to her, I think a large piece of it as well is like she wants her day to start, she wants it off. But I watched on the Nanette. I watched her take it off in the middle of the night, and it was very busy board. Like, she was lying down.
It's a fun thing for her to do.
And then it's eventually she took it off and squirmed out of it, versus in the morning when she took it off, she woke up, she took it off, she stood up, and then she started calling for us.
Totally.
So it was two different scenarios.
Okay. So either way, though, if this happens to you, inside out or backwards on the sleep sack is a good thing. The backwards made us a little nervous, so we did unzip it a bit in the back.
Yeah. And so what we're doing, so she's only taking it off twice, just so we're really clear. But
then we solved
plus
it.
Minus. But the way we act, sorry, I don't want to like coming over you, but what we've been doing for the past 5 nights is I actually put her in a different sleep sack where it has buttons on the shoulders. And so she hasn't figured that out yet.
That's smart.
So we haven't done either of those things.
It's an old school. Well, we have done the backwards.
We did the backwards one night and we didn't like it. But after that one night, I put her in that other one.
You're head of sleep, honey. You are. Because I'm sleeping.
I hate to correct you.
You're not correcting me. I just thought the only thing I wanted to also present to the class, which I haven't presented to you yet because I read it this morning, was also, if you're going through this, an option is inside out.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that inside out, and I think we'll probably try that tonight, because that other sleep sack that we're using, we only have one of them, and so I was a little nervous. What we're gonna do when
she figures that out,
or she pees and we need to wash it.
Yeah, that's true. When we have laundry day. Okay, and then we have to put up the photo of her pigtails when they're not in anymore. So what happened yesterday was she got a bath, and then her wet hair went into piggy tails, and the pigtails are I am obsessed with pigtails right now on her. But then before bed, Harrison took out her pigtails, and Maria sent me a photo of her today, and her hair is just sticking straight up. And there's no pigtails in it because their rubber bands are out. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I think it's the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, it's adorable. And also, like, in the morning when I woke her up, I like tried to put them down, and I'd like go like that, and then they just go right back up.
You guys know I'm obsessed with Cozy Earth. They are the pajamas that I packed in my hospital bag because I think they are the softest, cutest things on the planet. And guess what? It's almost February. And what does that mean? It's the month of love. Cozy Earth makes it easy to bring comfort and care into your everyday life, especially your love life. This Valentine's Day, they are offering a BOGO pajama deal you won't see any other time of the year. Buy one, get one free on the best pajamas on the planet, you guys. That is something to get excited about. These viral PJs are so good, you guys. They sold out during the holidays, and now they're back with an exclusive deal only available January 25th through February 8th. So head to CozyEarth.com today and use our code 2ParentsBOGO to get these PJs for you and somebody you love. This is the best way to give a gift, BOGO, you guys. You get one and they get one too, and then you can match. And if you get a post-purchase survey, be sure to mention you heard about Cozy Earth right here. Celebrate everyday love with comfort that makes the little moments count. Remember, guys, it's 2ParentsBOGO, B-O-G-O. Well, here's my question to you.
Let's hear.
Because something that could have happened this morning is Dutters could have put the pigtails in, but I don't think you know how to do pigtails.
I really want to learn.
So are you going to learn how to do the pigtails?
I really want to learn. I tried yesterday, but she was just like in too busy of a mood. And so, like, I think with Bubber, what I've learned is, like, you got to do, like, when you do stuff like that, she needs to want to be doing it, or if not, it's just going to be too much of an uphill battle.
Totally.
So, like, the next, like, I'm waiting for her to come to me and, like, wait for me to put them in so I can take time. But if she's like running around, I'm not going to be able to figure that out.
It's too hard. But if she has, so like she's into books.
Well, I think we didn't add a really important piece of color there. So when you put the pigtails in, she really, really liked them. And the way we know she liked them is she kept taking both of the bows and putting them on Winnie's head.
Yeah, she was trying to give him.
And they were falling off. So it was really clear that, like, she knew what was going on her head, and she wanted it on Winnie's head too. And not once has she ever tried to take them out.
Yeah.
So I just need to wait for her to want them again, and then hopefully I can figure it out, and I'll watch a YouTube video on it.
Well, and I now show her the little bows, and I'll be like, "This is like," I make it exciting for her, and then she thinks it's really exciting.
Phenomenal.
But I think the pigtails, I couldn't believe her hair was long enough. I think they're so cute and fun, and I want you to learn. And there's another rubber band that my friend Nugget told me about this, but there's some trick you put Vaseline to pull. If you use the clear rubber bands, there's a way to not pull their hair out. But right now,
you use like lemon oil, some sort of like essential oil.
Yeah,
you
and it slides off.
You dot it on there and it breaks it. It breaks the rubber band.
Breaks the rubber band. Okay. Because right now we just use these like very soft rubber bands that don't pull her hair at all with bows on them. This is a bit over your head, H.
No, I think it was the cutest thing ever.
I think she looks like a child instead of like a baby.
No, I know. She grew up.
She looks very different. I'll say that.
She looks very, very different. Okay. Let's go to Bicker of the Week. First of all, Jules, who won last week?
What was the Bicker?
Drying off after shower.
Yeah, drying off after shower. Where should it happen? I would say the females, the women were in the shower. Some of the men in the comments were out. But the overwhelming amount of comments said you guys just need a towel hook somewhere in your bathroom. Because that seemed to be like the ultimate problem.
Both of our towel hooks have recently fallen off. Remember, I just showed you this the other day. But our towel hooks were taken by the robes. But yeah, we could use another towel.
We put the towels over the shower.
Yeah, but you had a problem with that.
H, and you don't. You have a towel right now as we speak on your bedside. And you know it. And you know you do. You love to put your towel over there. But he got out of the shower yesterday or this morning. And he's like, where's the mat? And I'm like, you shouldn't need one. You don't need a mat. It's
People
in the dryer.
were saying, what's a bath mat for if not to dry off on?
Ooh.
No, because he'll take step off of it and you get out and it drizzles everywhere.
Jules,
Dry off in the shower.
What did you do over the snow? What did you do? It was snowing out.
I read.
You read?
Oh, yes,
Interesting.
you read a physical book.
And did you read with your eyes or your ears?
I read with my eyes, but I didn't read a physical book. I was reading.
And
I was reading fan fiction
On your Kindle?
on my phone.
On your phone?
Yeah,
that's a wild move.
I know.
But does it not feel like this is a great example of us needing delineation between whether you were listening or reading? Because
No.
this is.
Oh, well, I actually did have a conversation with one of my friends though, and he said, like, the only time you really should delineate is like, I can't be like, oh, I'm just gonna go read right now, and then I go listen to a book. I'm on board with that.
I'm not. That's not the only point, but I agree with that.
But
point.
I can say like I read that book.
I
Anyways,
just wish we took this to a jury because I think
can't
you just completely proved our case. Like you just put the glove on and the glove didn't fit.
I can't keep talking about this.
The glove.
I truly can't.
What was it? If the glove don't fit, must acquit or something?
Yeah.
What a wild time to be alive.
I saw a TikTok the other day talking about the Ray Lewis murder.
And was he proven guilty?
No, he got off, and he got off, and there was a big fight, and he was wearing a white suit, and they could never find the white suit,
Oh.
and somehow that really didn't ever seem to get the attention that that the OJ case did.
I mean, the OJ case got lots of attention.
Yeah, but I feel like we don't hear about this Ray Lewis case.
No, but I did see a
It's just
video.
on TV.
I did see a video of a white Bronco, and it was like a 2025 white Bronco, and it was being chased by police, and the comments were so funny. It was just like, and white Broncos do it again. And I thought, LOL. Okay, things we DM'd each other.
Well, what's the bicker this week?
The only potential bicker of the week was ceiling fans, because I did take down all of our fans, and I put up beautiful light fixtures, which I'm completely obsessed with.
They look amazing.
They look amazing. And some of the comments were like, you live in Texas. How could you possibly not have a fan? But we didn't have a bicker about it because you think here's my thing. Our house has been a lot of things. Like right now it's cold, but it has never been hot. Like we have a new AC unit. It works phenomenal. And my other thing is like, we could just get a room fan if we need one, but we've never needed one and we've lived there for over a year.
And I think if we need to start using room fans, I think I'm going to push that we go back to the ceiling fans because fans in rooms, I think, are typically just a massive eyesore and like they're terrible use of space. So I do think if we learn that we end up needing those fans, I think we got to pivot and we'll keep the old fans.
I just don't know what would change. We've lived in our house for 2 summers and we've never needed them. So, like, maybe this summer will miraculously be different and we're going to be, like, using all these ceiling fans. But I did wait a while and I checked.
I'm following your lead on this because the rooms look phenomenal.
They look great.
You did a great job.
And in one of the rooms, the fan didn't even work. Never worked. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, I think they look phenomenal. But there was you live in Texas, you need ceiling fans. And to that I say, not in our house, I don't think. Not to my knowledge. Not the past 2 summers, but who knows, maybe something will change. Okay, things we DM'd each other. This one. All right. A cleaner went viral after showing what a client left to her upon arriving to their home. And it was a handwritten note. And it said, "To our cleaner, we hid 100 mini ducks around the apartment. We do this to ensure a job well done. Please leave all the ducks in the jar. Signed, S&J." So what they did was they took little rubber duckies and they put them like under beds, behind the bath thing, to make sure that the cleaner got to all the spots.
I'm so out on this.
And to collect all 100 ducks and put them in the jar.
I'm so out on this. I hate gotcha little tricks like this, and I think you gotta trust the people that you work with.
If you have the time to hide 100 ducks around your house, you can clean your own house. Like, to me, it is such I can't put my finger on what it is about it. It feels entitled. I just think how undermining, how demeaning to put the little rubber ducks around to someone that comes and cleans your house. Like, no, you clean your house. If you're down there under the bed, then take a vacuum with you. Like, I just thought how mean.
Yeah, I'm completely out on this.
How undermining.
Completely out.
It really made me sad. I also think, like, let people do their job. 100 little ducks. Please collect all 100 ducks we're not going to give you any extra money, but you collect these ducks. Like, that's not part of the job. Nobody signed up to collect ducks. Yeah,
unless each duck is $10.
Now we're talking.
A good deal.
Yeah, if you've taped money to these ducks, I'll go look for them. But what if like they only found 90?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What happens then? You get fired? Like, I just think it's terrible. I would never hide ducks in our house ever. But if I did, I would put all 100 of them on your side of the bed with your towels.
You can do it for Harrison. You can hide them for Harrison.
I'll hide them for you. That I'm in on. I completely do not condone this behavior. However, for you, I'll start.
Well, this would also never work in our house because Bubber would 100% just go and find all of them.
It would be her favorite game.
She just has a knack to, like, whatever, like, she's not supposed to go and find or touch, like, to go and do that.
What did they get the other day? We had like a whole room with toys and like they went and picked up. I can't remember what it was. And we were just like, how did you, Winnie and Tate, know to pick that up?
Yeah, I'm blanking on what it was. Obviously, like the remote is a big one. Like
specifically when the TV's on.
When the TV's on, they'll just walk right up to that remote and turn the TV off.
Like little objects with buttons on them. Actually, speaking of removing the fans, all of our fans have wall remotes. And Bubba will walk in every room and she'll point up and go, until she gets the wall remote, and I left them all because I'm like, this is her favorite game.
She loves them.
It's not fair for her that we lose the remotes to all the fans. Okay, things we DM'd each other part 2. I'm sure we all saw, but if you didn't see, a guy climbed a skyscraper in Taiwan with no safety gear. And what we want to discuss about it is he has kids. And one thing Harrison and I talked about whenever we had Bubber for the first time, I'll never forget, we were in Hawaii and there was these helicopter tours going on. I love a helicopter. I used to think they were like really cool and a fun way to see the topography. And I was like, whoa, I don't know that I want to get in the helicopter now having Bubber because things like that now scare me. And so this guy scaling this building, I was like, I don't know. I wouldn't do that with kids.
Here's what I just don't understand. Okay. So it was an unbelievable athletic feat watching him do this. The footage was insane. But so what I'd heard is like the climb from a technical perspective, he's done way harder climbs before. Okay. So his big thing is he hiked that big face in Yosemite, and there's a Netflix documentary on it that's incredible.
With no gear.
With no gear. Okay, so that's this guy's thing. What blows my mind, obviously, is like, I mean, whether or not you have a kid or don't, doing this is just wild. But what I can't digest is like how he doesn't just slip up for 1 second. So like there'd be the video footage of him like going to the corner and like waving to people. It's like, I trip all the time. Like I feel like people in life, like you just kind of
trip. I watched a girl today trip.
And from like, you know, even a basketball perspective, it's like you can take 100 layups and layups are the easiest shot in the world. But like sometimes you miss a layup because like your feet just get tied up.
You're human.
And that is what like broke my brain, is how like he does this and somehow doesn't fall when there's just so many movements. Even him like standing at the top taking a selfie, it blew my mind.
I think astronauts, you know, when they go to space, things like that, I actually think are really cool, and I know that that's a version of risking your life. To me on this, why not wear the safety gear? I just don't get why not wear the gear.
When the margin, especially when the margin of error is so small.
It must be a thrill for him or something. Obviously, it's a thrill for him. What did he get paid? This is what I wanted to ask you.
$500,000.
To do it.
And so it's like the ultimate, like, you know, there's always that question of like, how much would someone need to pay you to do X? It's like to climb that building without any straps on for $500,000. Like, I mean, for us, we die with a 99.9% probability, but
I think 100% probability I would fall.
you're right. For me as well.
I think it's 100% probability I would fall off of scaling a
But
building.
sorry, and the point, like the tourists were there, like with the fucking
I would
phones.
fall if I had to scale this
There are the
wall.
phones in his face. Like, how did he not lose his focus for like one moment?
And how high up is he on this building? Like, it's for sure death.
Not even like it is so tall that you can't. It's like not even a chance.
It's not even a question.
Yeah.
Have you seen that thing where if you dropped a penny off the Empire State Building and it hit somebody in the head, it would kill him? Myth or true?
I think true.
I think true as well. I hope he didn't have any pennies in his pockets.
Hopefully.
There it is.
And that's the point. Okay, well, you guys, next week we can talk about dogs. It felt like that, whether or not we get a dog, whether or not we gift Bubber a dog. We got a whole section on that, but we'll do it next week. We love you guys. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and send it to a friend.
Thank you for listening. Please.
Please and thank you. And please one more time and then one more thank you. Thanks for listening to another episode of Two Parents in a Podcast powered by Just Media House. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, and review. Stay connected on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook at Two Parents in a Pod. Welcome to our home. Sorry it's so messy. New episodes Mondays and Thursdays.